If you're a leader, let's be real, you're facing this massive wave of change called AI. To help you actually navigate it, we are breaking down a guide from leadership futurist Jihan Pereira. We're going to explore his framework for leading through all the noise. So, let's dive right in. What is the core challenge that leaders are facing today? I think it starts with a feeling that a lot of us can probably relate to right now. I mean, in just the few years since generative AI really hit the mainstream, the pace has been relentless. With new tools and crazy headlines popping up every single day, it really feels like an AI onslaught. It's so easy to get lost in all the noise, just trying to figure out what's real and what's just hype. And that, right there, that's the million-dollar question for every leader. But here's the thing. The goal isn't to become some kind of technical expert overnight. It's really about moving from confusion to clarity. And this framework we're walking through, it's your roadmap to get there. Okay, so we're going to tackle this by looking at 5 key areas. We'll start with the single most important mindset you need to adopt before you even think about touching a specific tool or strategy. All right, so before we get into any of the tech, Pereira argues that every single leader has to establish one core guiding principle. This is going to be the foundation for every AI decision you make from here on out. And here it is. This is your North Star. People first, technology second. Technology is just a tool, right? It has to serve your people, your team, and your customers, not the other way around. Every AI idea you have should be tested against this simple concept. Now, here's a really practical way to put this principle into action. Just change your language. Instead of thinking artificial intelligence or AI, start thinking of it as an intelligent assistant, or IA. This little reframe completely changes the conversation. It makes it clear that the goal is to augment and assist your team, which is a way more powerful and positive place to start. Okay, with that principle locked in, let's see how it applies to, your most important stakeholders, your customers. So this slide really shows a huge strategic shift. For years, the whole goal of AI and customer service was pretty simple: cut costs. And usually, that meant replacing people. But that is a super risky game. The real opportunity, the new goal, is using AI to make the experience better, to build trust, and to create that long-term loyalty. And when companies get this wrong, oh boy, it can be an absolute disaster. A Taco Bell voice bot was easily pranked. The consulting firm Deloitte submitted a $500,000 government report filled with fake AI references. These aren't just little technical glitches. They are massive breaches of trust that can seriously damage a brand's reputation for good. Okay, let's turn inward now and look inside your business. AI can totally transform your internal operations, but it all starts with how you handle your data. For years and years, the mantra was collect more data. But you know what? Data that's just sitting in a bunch of separate, isolated folders is basically useless. The real value is only unlocked when you clean it up, connect it all together, and then use AI to find the insights that are hiding in there. Jihan shares this brilliant analogy for this. Decades ago, teaching a robot to pick something up required all this incredibly complex physics and calculus. But recently, some researchers at Harvard tried a totally different approach. They built a gripper that was more like an octopus, with lots of soft little fingers. The lesson? Sometimes the smartest AI solution isn't more complicated software, it's just having more high-quality data to work with. So how do you actually put that more data idea into practice? The key is to start small. Run little pilot projects. First, find a real problem that needs solving. Then, get a small, enthusiastic team and empower them to go after it. Have them build a safe prototype, and then, and this is so crucial, share their success story with everyone to inspire others. And the power of this approach? It's incredible. One of Pereira's clients, a childcare group, built a simple AI tool that took a 3-hour task and cut it down to just 15 minutes. And you know what happened next? When they shared that success, all the other departments immediately saw how they could use it too. That is how you build real momentum. This brings us to what might be the most critical and, honestly, the trickiest piece of this whole puzzle: getting your team on board for the journey. Pereira urges leaders to be brutally honest here. We've all heard the saying, right? AI won't take your job. He says, look, that's just not true. Your team sees the headlines. They know jobs are being replaced. Acknowledging their fear is the only way you're going to build the trust you need to move forward together. This really leaves leaders with a very clear choice. You can go down the replacement path, like Combank did. They tried to swap staff for chatbots. Service quality absolutely plummeted, and they had to rehire everybody. Or you can choose the augmentation path, like RAC, who gave their team AI tools to help them serve customers better and faster. And this is the difference between being an AI-first organization, which puts technology on a pedestal, and being an AI-positive one. An AI-positive culture always keeps people at the center, embracing AI as a tool to help them do more valuable and, frankly, more fulfilling work. Okay, so with this whole framework in mind, people first, building loyalty, running small projects, creating an AI-positive culture, what's the single most important thing you can do right now? The answer is really simple. Just start. Don't wait around for the perfect policy or the perfect strategy, because that day is never going to come. You have to start before you feel 100% ready. Gihan closes with this fantastic surfing analogy. You can't catch a wave by standing on the beach just waiting for the perfect one to show up. By the time you see it, it's already too late. You have to be out there, in the water, paddling, experimenting, and just be ready to move when the opportunity comes. And that really is the ultimate question this whole framework leaves us with. As a leader, are you on the beach or are you in the water? Your answer is going to define your future. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.